What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Too Many Opinions podcast. This is Jeannie.
And this is Sarah.
And I can't believe I did that.
You did it first try. That was Jeannie's first time in
It took me 5 seasons, but we're here.
I love it.
Any updates?
Oh my God. So yes, I actually want to shout out this Color Pop. I think this is Karuchi's brand.
She has a brand?
I think so. I think this is her brand. If I'm mistaken.
Oh, Color Pop X Karuchi? Because
No.
Color Pop is not Karuchi's.
It's not? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. Anyways, let's start this over. This is staying in too. This Color Pop So Juicy Lip Plumper is like a thick.
They have one for e.l.f. supposedly like that too.
Girl, I just want to show you how juicy this is. And it's plumping, but yet it doesn't
Fire.
give you...
Is it nice and thin?
So thin.
That color is nice. Can I see it?
So soft. It's literally... I love it. I am obsessed with this. I literally
Color
bought
Pop's
another
so
one.
Juicy.
And they have a lip plumping liner. So when you put it on, it just plumps the line.
What?
Yes, it's fire. And I just, on a whim, tried this. So I ended up getting 2 of these. I'm literally obsessed. And you know I love my Rihanna glosses.
Yeah, the bomb.
But
the
I
best.
literally love them. Fenty, amazing. Mwah, chef's kiss. But this, amazing.
And I also want to shout out.
Who is that? Tell us.
This is from the Dollar Tree,
Ooh.
but
Okay.
it was my sister that put me on, and these are actually going viral. They're selling out everywhere. So if you are at a dollar store near you, get them. It's a lip oil, but it's fire.
Is it? It
It's
looks good.
It's for $1.25 because now they want to play us with the 25 cents. No,
is-
it's like
yeah,
$1.30 now plus tax.
Facts.
Really good, and it doesn't leave your lips too sticky.
I love
And
that.
I love it, so it's fire.
Okay, last shout out.
Okay.
Okay, because I literally just had a facial. Because girl, I think I'm gonna have to get Botox.
You think?
I
We
think
both
so.
need Botox.
Girl, I saw the other day, it was sunny out and I had like a little, what I thought was a line.
No,
Since then,
stop.
I've been with the gua sha. I've been fucking red lighting that bitch. I've literally been obsessed with this line. I cannot get a fine
I don't
wrinkle
see
there.
no line.
Girl, let's not talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it right now. But when the sun shines and my eyebrows are scrunched, I feel like there's a line there.
Same with me. I'm dying to get Master's Botox right here so I can look like I have that sunken dead look.
Bitch, don't say it like that.
Obviously, God is protecting me. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? I want life coming into me. But you know that look?
Yeah.
That like, I need that look. Like Zoe Kravitz, Asa Gonzalez, all those
bang it.
girls.
Like the defined cheekbone.
Yes, with like just that. Oh,
I think they
need
would
it.
actually end up probably just putting it over there.
Yeah, they do it here actually in the Masters.
Really?
And if you have TMJ, if you clench your jaw at night,
I
like
definitely
it helps you, but it also like slims down your face.
Wow.
Real fire. But you gotta go to somewhere that does know how to do it. If not, they could fuck up your face and your muscles.
You see? So yeah, I think I went and got a facial, which was amazing. Shout out Steph, Love of Skin. Literally amazing. My skin was glowing and so plump. Like I wish I could go every single day. Like if I was an esthetician, I would be doing facials every single day. Bitch.
You wouldn't even need makeup.
Girl, I would just be sitting here glowing, plumped. So amazing. But I'm gonna go do some research on some Botox, and it is what it is. Call it what you
Find a
want.
place, let me know. I found a place in East Greenwich, which supposedly is the best in Rhode Island.
That's
so
what I need.
We need to email them.
I'm so serious.
No free promo.
So yeah, okay, so there's my life update. Anything new since our last 10 minutes?
No, nothing new. Nothing new, but shout out to everybody that lives
Amen.
in this complex. So yeah. What is the
Topic.
episode? Yeah, what's the topic today?
So this topic is based on a recent clip that I saw of Queen Naija talking with Clarence and the family about basically, you know, her putting on a time frame of when she would want to get married. And then I've seen like other videos prompted by this, but one specific video stuck out to me, which was basically the woman saying, this is a perfect example of a man who wants to play house but doesn't want to marry you. And I was like, ooh, that's fucking tough, man.
So here's what I have to say about that. This is why there's an order to things in life.
Amen.
I know a lot of people don't believe in God, whatever, that's your prerogative. But this is why God says, marry someone before you move in with them.
Amen.
You want to know why? Because you move in with them and you start playing this role that you're not. Meaning, cleaning, cooking, being there, all this crap that wives are supposed to do.
Yes, ma'am.
You're doing it as a girlfriend. So why should a guy marry you?
Right.
You are a wife already. That's honestly, and not to put my business out there, but that's what my boyfriend tells me all the time. But I feel like I'm married already.
But we're
I
not.
feel like you're married already because I'm acting like a wife, and I'm not. I shouldn't be acting like a wife. I shouldn't be cooking for you. We could live together, but you should be providing your own meals. You should be cleaning up after yourself. You should be doing all this shit on your own because I'm not your wife.
Correct.
And so when you act like a wife, if they don't find it because I feel like a lot of it is just like religion and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where why men marry you, but especially like if the guy doesn't really believe in that stuff, or if he doesn't find marriage important because he feels like he's married already. It's tough. I suggest girls to really think about moving in with a guy if they want to get married, because they think that you're married.
Yeah,
Like
I feel like for me, based on experience, I would not move in with another partner unless we were like that. We would not move in until we've purchased a home, like before our wedding, and we move in together to this home
Exactly.
for the first time, and we're living together. And people are gonna say, "Well, you should live with them so you can get to know them." But then once you start living with them, you start to play the role. You take on the role of the wife, even though we're not wives yet, and you do all those things just like you said. And then,
But
when does it come?
I feel like you do get to know them, because just because we don't live together, you can still sleep over.
Correct.
You can still come and go, but you're not there constantly acting like a
Full-time.
wife. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's so important to, especially the younger girls, don't waste your time, because men can rejuvenate. I mean, we're looking better and better these days every day.
Amen.
But it's just different regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because, for example, Drea,
Oh, Dreas.
even though she's doing what she's doing and she's cradle rocking or whatever, I love you, Drea, but the truth
Still-
is the truth.
Amen.
You're still old, but Drea doesn't look old. You know what I'm saying?
But she is old.
But she is.
That's the
But
reality.
then a man can be 50 dating a 20. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's just the reality of society. And as much as we hate it, it is what it is.
And we just
You know
have
what
to
I'm saying?
embrace
Like,
it.
It is what it is. A guy can have a baby at 90. We can't do that. So
That's like when I literally just saw something of like a woman being, I guess she was dating, and she was asked by the person she was on a date with, like, oh, how many bodies do you have? And she told him like 15. And no. She said, oh, you tell me first. And he's like, oh, I think I've been with like 100. And then she goes, oh, okay. He's like, no, okay, now what about you? And she looks him dead in the face and is like, oh, maybe about 15. And he looks at her, he's like, yeah, that's just way too much for me. She's like,
because girls don't get horny, because girls don't get pleasure, because
she literally said, after that, I lied to them every time. They asked me 3. Every single time it's 3. And then she's like, and then when you come meet my family, there's going to be a lot more than 3 you're going to hear about, but it's going to be 3 until then.
for real, that's wild. That's wild. The fact that he looked at her in the face and really said, I have 100. Meanwhile, you have 15, but it's bad because you're the girl. Like,
Crazy. She's
you
like,
can't catch disease as a man.
right. And then she's like, now doing the math based on him losing his virginity, that's like so many per year. He's like, and I'm the problem. I was
Crazy.
fucking dying.
It's
It
so
was
insane.
like, it's just so stupid. But
Do you think that there should be a time limit? Like, what's the time limit where you say, okay, after this year, if you don't do it, I'm out? I'm about to be on year 9 or 10.
Oh,
I think
shit.
if it passes 10, the boot's gonna have to come booting.
I would say for me, now the boot's gonna come booting you while. For me,
kidding.
I would say that. Just kidding. She loves you, motherfucker. No, I don't know. I would probably say, since I'm older and I've kind of already been through marriage and divorce, I would be okay holding off for at least 5 years to make sure that like you really know your partner and
I think
know
5
them.
years is good.
And I feel like within that 5 years, maybe get engaged, but not get married until you've hit that 5-year mark of like
Right.
seeing them through everything. Because that's most important, is when you see someone when they're down, when you see someone when they're happy, when you've seen someone who's grieving somebody, when you've seen someone who's celebrating success. You need to see them in every single part, because that makes a difference.
It does. I don't think you'll get to always see every single part.
But knowing some of them,
But the main ones.
Yeah, you
the
need to
main
definitely,
ones.
like-
talking about Queen and Clarence, I've been following Queen
Long time.
when she was with her first relationship.
I
We
know.
don't name him because he's whack. And I'm so happy that she found Clarence.
Oh,
Like, she
me
seems a whole lot better with him.
And-
allegedly, because there's been things going around about that
Yeah,
young fella.
you're not
but I
wrong.
don't know. I'm not there, so I don't want to talk on their relationship. But he doesn't give me vibes that he wants to marry her.
No.
At least not right now.
And it's funny because I feel like I've seen interviews where he talks like, yeah, it's gonna come. It's definitely gonna come. But when, bro? How much more time do you need to figure it out?
You bought a house together. You've got a kid together.
She's bought you cars. Like, bro, she's literally done the most for
She
you.
changed your life because you didn't change hers. She changed
Sorry,
yours.
that's the truth. The truth is the truth. Now,
You
I'm
know
not
what I'm
saying he doesn't contribute or have income, but come on.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure he does. Like I said, I don't want to speak on the relationship because we're not there. But I don't know. He just doesn't.
And he's a good stepdad, too, so it's, like, hard. Because
He's
I
a
feel
great stepdad.
and then it, like, kind of leads me to the question of, like, okay, if she says it's too late and, she would end that relationship, I don't know. At that point, it's like, unless you really want to get married for a specific reason, like, I wouldn't necessarily leave the partner unless it was...
She's religious, though.
You see?
She's Christian. It's the same thing with me. Like, she's probably being convicted that she's living with a person and not
married.
married.
Oh, wow. Holy
so,
cow.
like, that's probably it, too. And it's like, you try to convince yourself. You just don't feel good. You know what I mean? Like, and not only that, but we're getting older. What is it that you're waiting for? I don't understand what the big... I know marriage is super serious.
Of course.
Especially if you're religious, because that's a soul tie.
Yep.
Right? But I just feel like men... Like, what's the big deal? Like, if it don't work out, you get divorced. Like...
No, literally, though. And I feel like back in the day, especially men who were like going into the military, it was like a quick turnaround. Like they would get married weeks before.
Right.
And they would meet somebody like maybe a girlfriend, whatever, a few months, like, okay, let's get married. We're going to get better benefits, blah, blah. And there was incentive for getting married. And I'm saying that's the right reason, but I felt like there were more marriages because of that time period. But now it's like men don't want to get married. Men are...
Why do you think men don't want to get married in 2024? Besides them thinking that women ain't...
Options. There's
Social media.
there's unlimited options. What they think, there's unlimited options for them.
Exactly.
They think, and I'm not trying to hate on men, but you guys think there's unlimited options, and it's like, I don't know. Like,
And just as there's like the dating pool sucks and there's sucky men, there's sucky ass women.
Oh, hell
like
yeah.
honestly, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Especially the new age women, like the younger girls.
oh, they're tough.
Good luck.
Good
luck, because these girls don't want no broke guys. We would stick by our broke guys.
Amen.
Commit. They don't want no broke guys. If you're driving a piece of shit car, they don't want that. If you're not giving them money constantly for them and their friends, they don't want that. Like,
Yep.
if you don't look good, they don't want that. If you're fat, they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like a lot of things. And if they do want that and that you're all of the above, it's because they're using you.
No, literally.
You
though,
know
it's
what
so
I'm saying?
sad.
And it's savagery right now.
It
It's
is.
savagery.
The younger generation literally does not care
They don't give a
about...
fuck. They're men.
They're literally thinking of how to get ahead by using their partner, which is why I think that Red Table Talk, the Fresh and Fit podcast, those podcasts, when you look at them, those aren't older women our age.
No.
That's the younger generation.
Nope.
Talking
Yep.
about
OnlyFans,
talking about feet pictures, talking about, all the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like making money, hustling sugar daddies, being sugar babies, blah, 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 and selling their underwear. Like, bitch, people really
insane.
sell
These girls are
their
really
underwear.
making money, and that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna find a wife. So if you think you have options out here, good luck. If you find a girl that has morals, wife her up the day you meet her. At this point, because it's just like good men are rare.
Yep.
Unfortunately, and I vouch for my ladies out there, but because of men, there aren't many good women left, because women are up to here with men. So they want to be ahead of you so that they're not hurt.
Yep.
And that's just the reality of things.
And I feel like more and more I see women saying, I rather be alone in the woods with the bear than with the man, and I'd rather be in my house by myself instead of taking care of a man who wasn't raised properly by their mother. I see it time and time again, and they're gonna be like, oh, those are the masculine women. No, those are women who are tired of taking care of men and dealing with bullshit.
Yep.
Dealing with constant excuses or cheating.
Or they grew up seeing their mom going through it, and now they don't want to be like that, so they become savages.
And they just literally just mind their own business. They don't even want to be bothered. Like, you see them inside. Like, I do not even want to be bothered by them until my person finds me, and I can understand. But it's like a double-sided sword, because we also need to get out there. We also need to find who our partners are, because I truly believe that there's somebody for everybody.
Absolutely.
Like, when people be like, oh, I'll never find somebody. Like, no, I don't believe that. That's a choice. People choose to be alone because they're too picky. They're too this. And it's like...
And then you go ahead and you fumble the bag with a really good woman to get with the next hood rat.
Probably.
And then they're going to lick you for all your money. And then there goes, like, come on. Like, think about the future. Don't think about that's the thing with men, too. They think about the right now.
The present.
And then they don't think about how that's going to affect them in the future. Like, yo, start thinking about your futures, because I don't know what it is about this road, but I feel like we're spinning fast and time is clicking. And guys, I need you to understand this. I blinked my eyes and I was 19. I blinked my eyes and now I'm 33. It's insanity. Like, I was just wilding.
Literally. It was yesterday that we were in New York.
We was in New York wilding, living our lives, partying, drinking, getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff. And now...
It's the complete opposite.
My back hurts, my hip.
Bro,
I'm
I got
tired.
Hip dysplasia. Like, it's just fucking wild.
Things is happening fast. So
It's
when
true.
you find somebody good, whether that's a man or a woman, please lock them in and settle down. And
definitely.
Clarence, give my girl a ring already, my Libra
Make
sis.
the commitment,
Like,
man.
what's your problem,
Like, what are you
bro?
waiting for?
He's waiting for someone to snatch her up. That's what he's waiting for. Because she's a good
woman. She is.
She's a good woman. She's faithful. She's a great mother. She's a great singer. She's successful.
She's kind. Like, you see it.
Yeah,
and like
she's goofy. I love how like funny she is. She's
authentic.
herself.
She like goes out and she literally acts just like us.
Don't be the next guy she's singing butterflies to.
Literally, and the next guy could come in and in 2 months give a ring, and that's the scariest part of it all.
Is that part?
It's the scariest part of it all.
Lock it up. I'm not trying to pressure no one, but lock it up.
And set the expectations too, because I feel like that also needs to happen. I want to get married in 5 years. If we're serious, or I want to get married in 10 years. If it's not 10 years, then I do not want to marry you, and we're going to continue to be in this. But I will not be associated with you. I will not put money. And you know what? I'm sorry, before we wrap this up.
No.
Did you see the video of the man who they were in a committed relationship, but not engaged? He took their joint savings account and went and bought a house and didn't speak to her. So took $75,000 of her money that was in a joint bank account, even though they weren't engaged yet or married, and went and bought a house and didn't even discuss it with her. Just used her fucking money.
Larceny. Burn that fucking house down. That's what the fuck I would have done.
No, literally. Though,
I would have burnt that house down.
And it's tough
with you in it.
And you know what happens is that his name was on the account too. So he's gonna argue that it was their money. That's the crazy.
So if it's their money, then it's our house, no?
Yes, but she didn't want the house. She wanted her money. She wanted the money because she had been saving. She probably
So wouldn't he have to sell to give her money?
There was never a part two, but I saw that and I was like,
baffling,
I would also lose my fucking mind if that was in that situation. $75,000, bro, you're just gonna take it. And I bet like in the long term, she didn't mind the house, but it's like you made an executive decision without communicating with me. This was not a decision for you to make alone. But the thing is that the house, I don't think the house was in her name, because she would have known, she would have had to sign the papers. So he took $75,000 of her money, bought a house in his name. That's crazy. Absolutely not. Ladies, do not have no joint bank account with no man. Bank account with no man that's not your husband.
You need a whole episode.
You do not need
to school women.
Like, let me tell you, do not have a joint bank account with a man. Period. Unless that is your husband and you have both discussed finances on how this bank account is going to be used. Because there should be like 5 bank accounts. The bills money, which you guys share, however that goes, your personal account with your money, his personal account, and then a joint like savings for what you guys decide, whether that be a vacation fund or whether that be money for a house, whatever. Do not be put in situations like this, ladies. We need to think smarter, not harder, and we do not need to take advantage of men. It's okay to have your own money. Just do not get taken advantage of.
Be smart, ladies, and guys, lock it up before you get the boot.
Amen. Till the next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.